I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a...
Hello everyone. Welcome back to V Squad TV. Taehyung and Jin are adorable. Hugs, handholds, and a warm practice moment capture global attention. In a practice setting that should be full of focus and seriousness, Taehyung and Jin created one of the most heartwarming moments ARMY has ever seen. The two BTS hyungs not only greeted each other with positive energy, but also embraced and held hands as if time had never separated them. From any angle, the scene looked like a long reunion that finally found a place to erupt into laughter and warmth. Taehyung, as usual, stole the show without even trying. His look that day was described by fans as having a college boyfriend vibe, casual, effortless, yet incredibly alluring. With his hair neatly down and simple clothes that accentuated his charm, Taehyung looked like the main character of a Korean campus romance drama. As he approached Jin, who was preparing for a practice session, that smile appeared out of nowhere. A smile the world knows as Taehyung's. Soft, sincere, and utterly captivating. Jin immediately responded by opening his arms, as if waiting for a hug from his younger brother long lost during his military service. The moment the hug happened, the atmosphere in the room instantly changed. The staff even fell silent for a few seconds, enjoying the rare and emotional sight of two BTS members who hadn't been seen together in a practice setting like this for a long time. The hug was warm, lingering, and truly demonstrated the depth of their bond. Not stopping there, after breaking the hug, Taehyung held Jin's hand with a small smile, sending a wave of warmth over the staff and everyone else watching. The handshake wasn't just a gesture, but a message: we're back, and this brotherhood remains the same. Taehyung then began some warm-up exercises while continuing to chat with Jin. They exchanged brief stories, interspersed with small laughs that lit up the practice atmosphere. Jin, always a humorous hyung, even messed up Taehyung's hair playfully, making him laugh out loud. At this point, fans outside the studio and those watching the recording couldn't help but comment with amusement. Many said that no idol loves their fans as deeply and sincerely as Taehyung. His interactions always seem genuine, emotional, and unpretentious. That's what makes Taehyung so beloved worldwide. When the voice practice session began, Taehyung transformed from adorable to mesmerizing in a matter of seconds. The moment he opened his mouth, the entire room fell silent. His voice sounded warm, clear, stable, and full of character. It's no exaggeration to say that Taehyung's voice check alone felt like a mini-concert. His baritone vocals flowed smoothly, filling every corner of the room with a distinctive color that other idols find difficult to replicate. Jin even looked at Taehyung and nodded proudly, as if to say, "This little brother is truly amazing." That moment became one of the most memorable highlights of the practice session. Taehyung seemed so focused on every detail of the notes. He closed his eyes as he reached a deep, low register, then opened them with a small smile as he transitioned to a higher register. His gentle perfectionist was evident, yet he still maintained a calm aura that made everyone around him comfortable. The staff present said that Taehyung had requested some adjustments to his voice to make it more suitable for ARMY's ears. That statement alone was enough to make many smile. It was clear that Taehyung always thought of his fans first. It's no wonder the phrase, "No idol loves their fans as much as Taehyung," went viral on social media once again. Every time Taehyung paused to evaluate his voice, he would tilt his head slightly and bite his lip, a small gesture that instantly made fans fall even more in love. Jin, watching the action, couldn't help but chuckle and shake his head. After a few tries, Taehyung showed his adorable side again. He gently patted Jin on the shoulder and said something that made Jin laugh out loud. Not long after, a small break began. Taehyung sat next to Jin, their backs leaning against each other casually. They chatted like two old friends reuniting after a long journey. Jin even playfully hit Taehyung's arm a few times. During the break, Taehyung was seen scanning the room with curious eyes, as if absorbing every detail to ensure everything was perfect. He's always had that kind of dedication, even in the small details that fans can't see. But it was precisely this subtle attention to detail, silent hard work, and consistent commitment to giving his best to ARMY that further cemented his image as the most sincere and loving idol. As practice continued, Taehyung's voice grew more steady and warm. He seemed to be enjoying every part of the process. It was like seeing Taehyung return to his most natural habitat, the practice room, with flowing music and the occasional smile. Jin, who was also practicing, made several gestures of support for Taehyung. Their relationship seemed so natural, unforced, and truly reflected a deep brotherhood. At one point, Taehyung appeared to hilariously imitate Jin's vocal line. Jin laughed until he held his stomach, while Taehyung displayed a proud, playful expression. This interaction immediately became a favorite gif among fans. As practice neared its end, Taehyung checked his microphone and ear monitors again. He requested a slight increase in the ambience so his voice would fill the space to reflect the character of the song. This meticulousness earned him the admiration of many music producers. Not all idols understand the technicalities of vocals to such a depth. Taehyung then completed the final part of the soundcheck with utter perfection. The low notes, mid notes, and high notes all flowed seamlessly. It's no wonder many staff members remarked that Taehyung doesn't just sing, he tells a story through his voice. As the practice session concluded, Taehyung and Jin shared another short hug, this time as if to mark the end of a productive and happy day. The hug was simple, yet warm and filled with emotion. Taehyung raised his hand to wave at the staff with a gentle smile. The boyfriend material vibes were strong, making anyone who saw him instantly feel like they were falling in love. Afterward, Taehyung walked out with light steps, leaving a lasting impression on everyone in the room. Jin followed with a smile, seemingly completely satisfied with the day. But the most memorable moments were still the hugs, the hand-holding, and Taehyung's perfect voice that filled the practice room. All of this made this practice session one of ARMY's favorites in recent memory. And one thing was for sure, Taehyung didn't just provide a great practice. He provided memories. He provided happiness. He provided a love that has remained unchanged from his debut until now. It's no wonder the world once again agrees. Taehyung isn't just an idol. He's a phenomenon. He's the definition of charm, talent, and heart all rolled into one lovable figure. And today, he proved it again through his simple kindness and perfect voice that resonated in the memories of everyone fortunate enough to witness it. Taehyung left the practice room with an aura that remains so strong, as if all the warm moments with Jin still lingered in the air. The staff who watched him leave couldn't help but smile, realizing they had just witnessed something not only visually beautiful but also emotionally beautiful. Thank you for watching, ARMY. Don't forget to support Taehyung and Jin every step of the way, like and subscribe to V Squad TV, and see you in the next update with more heartwarming moments from BTS.
Everybody in